please quickly just take your seats. I promise it's a very short program. Literally, we can't go over Iftar. So please just take your seats and we'll get started very shortly with the Quran recitation. So we could just have everyone kind of quiet down a little bit, take your seats, that would be great. Okay, so it looks like more people are starting to sit down, so I would like to introduce Hafiz Taha Ehsan for a Quran recitation. So,
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يئوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم صدق الله العظيم. Allah, there is no God but He, the living, the all-sustaining. Neither does it overtake Him, nor does sleep. To Him belongs all that is in the heavens and the earth, and all that belongs in the heaven and the earth. Who can intercede with Him without His permission? He knows what is before them and what is behind them, while they encompass nothing of His knowledge except what He wills. His chair extends to the heavens and to the earth, and it does not weary Him to look after them. He is the All-High, the All-Supreme.
Jazakallah khair, Hafiz Taha, Bhaiya, Taha Ehsan. You know, I can call him a couple of different names, but I guess I'll just stick with Hafiz Taha for right now. So, like I said, we want to keep it very short. I just wanted to welcome you all to this evening for PKI. I guess I'll be your MC for the evening for the next 20 minutes. My name is Ali Ehsan. You guys probably know my parents, Malina and Ehsan. So that's just who I am, that's what we're here for. I next wanted to just quickly transition over to the president of Souls this year, Dr. Rahat Sheikh.
Thank you, and I'll be very brief as well. My name is Rahat Sheikh, and I am the president this year for Souls Save Our Lives. We work very closely with Dr. Saeed Akhtar, who is the CEO for Pakistan Kidney Institute. On behalf of Souls, I would like to welcome you all. We highly appreciate you are here because I know this is a busy season in Chicago, and especially this was the busiest Saturday. There were lots of activities going on, so we highly appreciate that you all are here. Thank you. I would like to acknowledge our board members, Dr. Maliha Ehsan, who was the president last year, and Dr. Salina Khatak, one of the founding members of Souls. Without further ado, I would like to invite for a presentation The personality who is a CEO of Pakistan Kidney Institute, as Souls works very closely with Pakistan Kidney Institute to take care of the patients, the indigent patients for kidney diseases, not just for the kidneys, but anywhere in the globe where there is a need or if there is a natural disaster, Pakistan Kidney Institute is always there. I will briefly mention our CEO of Pakistan Kidney Institute, who I think it will take a lot of time for me to tell a great deal about him and his achievements. But in short, he is a board certified urologist trained in USA and who is working in USA part-time now. Most of the time he's spending in Pakistan and taking care of patients over there. Besides that, he has also done Masters in Public Health from Yale, and he has been a recipient of several awards, not just in US but also in Pakistan. And recently, he had been awarded Tamga Imtiaz by the President of Pakistan. So, without any further ado, I would like to welcome Professor Dr. Saeed Akhtar to come to the stage for his presentation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر صدق الله العظيم. First of all, I'm very grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving me this opportunity that I'm here with you. And as I know the community here for the last 3 decades, it's another second home to me. Very close family ties, very close friendships here. After that, I'm grateful to the Board of Souls, Rahat, Maliha, Samina, Hassan Bhai, and Javed Bhai, who have been working tirelessly to support the cause. And I'm also very grateful to Dawn and Linda now, who have been on our work force at this point in time. And after that, I'm grateful to all of you, which I know, despite very, very busy schedule and conflicting events, you guys are here to support the cause, and may Allah bless you for what you've done. Very briefly, so I'm a urologist and transplant surgeon. I used to work in Texas. I was a chairman of urology at Texas Tech University Hospital. There came a time in my life that I decided to go back to Pakistan. Multiple reasons behind that. No time for that at this point in time. And when I went to Pakistan, I joined a hospital called Shifa International Hospital. So Shifa was a private hospital made by American trained doctors. A very logical place for me to land and park myself. And one of the first disappointments of Pakistan was that it would only cater to rich people. And I did not go for that purpose. So I told my PA that, whoever comes, you should never stop any patient just because they don't have money. So very soon, I built a practice, 40-50% of my practice became those patients by the word of mouth who would not pay. And then started to build another frustration. And the frustration was that in my field, I'm not a medical doctor, just write a prescription and things are done. I'm a surgeon. And a lot of these people will require something that was life-threatening to them, and they would require a procedure, and I could not do that because that required money. And the hospital gave me the permission only to see the patients free of charge. I can waive my admission fees. And invariably, every week, a mother will bring a small child. Child is gasping. The lungs are full of fluid because the kid is in a renal failure. And the little guy can't breathe. And he's severely acidotic. And then you become very angry with the mother, saying that, where were you? Why did you bring the patient earlier? And he would start to cry, saying that, I took him everywhere, but I didn't have money, so there was no treatment. So this became a very, very, very painful experience. And I always hear the story of this 25-year-old kid that I saw, he had a kidney cancer. So I said, we'll do a kidney removal surgery, you'll be fine. And the guy disappeared. This was in 2001. And 3 years later, in 2004, he came and he had cancer in his brain, he had cancer in his bones, he had cancer in his lungs, he had cancer in the liver. So I got very angry with him. I said, where did you go? Why did you come so late? And again, he started to cry. And he said, well, I left your office, I went to the business office, they told me it would be 100,000 rupees, I didn't have a single cent. So I told him, at least you should come back to me. But that day, I realized that I'm a complete failure. I claim that I'm trying to help people. That's all bogus, that's all nonsense. And I decided to come back to the United States. I said, it's a very, very painful experience to be in a situation where you see a child who is perfectly salvageable. You see a young boy who is perfectly salvageable. You see a dad who is supporting a family of 5 who's a perfectly salvageable, and then you see them at a stage where, there's nothing you can do. But then I said, running away is not a solution. I need to take. So I converted all my pain, my anger, my frustration into energy. And I created what's called as a Pakistan Kidney Institute at Shifa International Hospital. This is 2004. And thank God, to date, we have treated more than 165,000 patients at PKI with your support, with the support of Sonos, with the support of people like you, who had all kinds of problems. We do dialysis, we do transplant, we do cancer surgeries, we do stone surgeries. And the maximum pain that was inflicted to me was by these little kids. And whenever I go to a get-together like this, unfortunately there are no small kids here, but I go to a lot. And then I compare this to Pakistan and what we see over there, and the things are horrible. And at the end of the day, the person who suffers out of this whole thing is a poor person. I mean, politicians don't care what's going on. The business goes on, but these guys just die. And it is extremely important to understand that, we as a physician, we cannot just sit back and relax and say, well, so they're dying, so what can I do? We have to do something. It's our moral, it's our professional, it's our religious, it's our all wholesome responsibility to take care of these people. Somebody has to do something. And that's where the souls come into the picture. So we've been doing this for the last 19 years, and we did this for a while through different organizations, but then we realized that this day and age is not safe, so we created 501c Souls organization, and alhamdulillah, so everything that we do it legally, we do it technically, we don't bypass any laws, so all our donors are safe, and we do that in Pakistan. Also, we receive the money through the bank, and then all the transactions are to the bank. So I'll very briefly take you through my journey, 23 years journey in Pakistan, which again is a drop in ocean. The problem is so big that whatever I've done is just a meaningless thing, but every life I touch, it makes me strong. Every patient I see, it elates my soul, and that gives me the energy to come back to you again and again and ask you and bother you to say, I can't sit back and just let them go. We need to do something. So I created Shifa in Shifa National Hospital. That was 7 years ago. And then, not only that, I think one of our strength in the American system is our residency training program. I went through 6 years of absolute hard work that made me what I am today. And in Pakistan, the training structures are very, very poor. So I'm proud to tell you that alhamdulillah, so far, I have trained 50 people. These are the fellows or residents. And these are the guys. Our training program is actually tougher than what it was in USA. Because I want to really produce a great, and then we don't only teach them medicine and surgery, we also teach them how to be good human beings. We want to teach them how to feel the pain of others. We want to teach them how to respond. So when the earthquake 2005 came, our entire team was in the field for 3 months. Then earthquake 2008, then we went to Haiti, we went to tsunami, we went to Gaza, and then recently the floods in 2010, and then 2022 floods, and then in Turkey. So the idea is that we want to produce a team of people who feels the pain of the humanity. Next slide, please. So we'll quickly go through some of these slides. So these are some of my kids that we have, and then this guy on the middle is presenting a paper in Australia. So there are many programs in the country that encourage the kids to do the research so that they present and we sponsor them. And so this is our, so then I went to PKI. I created PKI. So look, people ask me what's the difference between PKI and PKI. So PKI is Pakistan Kidney Institute. PKI is Pakistan Kidney and Liver Institute, and you must have heard in a lot of news about PKI. So PKI is the precursor molecule of PKI. PKI is the precursor molecule of PKI, and I'm very happy to report that PKI that I created, which is not the point of discussion today, but just for your information, alhamdulillah, is coming back to where it was envisaged for in terms of research, treatment, and we have done 397 liver transplants at PKI and 485 kidney transplants and about 6,000 surgeries. And the patients are my vision that we are going to serve poor patients. 41% of the patients are all poor patients. So this was the dream that I had, that one day there will be an institute that nobody will be turned back just because they did not have money. I don't want any person to die. I don't want a child to die for a condition. It's a purely treatable condition, and he just does not get treatment because he does not have money. So this is the dream, this is the vision. So PKLI is now back on its trajectory. But then when I left PKLI in 2019, I visited a PF hospital in Islamabad, a beautiful hospital made by Air Force. They wanted commercial activity, like a private practice activity. So then we negotiated with them, and we told them, give us the beds for our poor patients. Only then they really wanted me to, because of my reputation, they really wanted me to come there. So I said, yeah, that's fine, but only if you. So they were kind enough that they have given us unlimited number of beds. We do surgeries, we do all kind of procedures at a very subsidized rate. So we don't pay them, or the private patients pay them. And we as a surgeon don't charge any fee. So alhamdulillah, we make our due. So PK, now we have 3 clinics, 1 procedure room, 2 operating rooms, 1 lithotripsy suite, and 10 to 15 patient beds, which is good enough for at least next couple of years. Then we have, since you guys give me zakat, I'm very, very careful who gets the treatment. We don't want people to take advantage. So we have a very detailed mechanism in a very private, that's kind of a setting, where patients are screened. There's a whole form that they fill. So we try our best to make the judgment that people are not trying to take advantage of our kindness. So this is the PKI. So when the flood came in 2022, our team responded immediately. Next slide, please. And then these are different flood drives. This is the food distribution that we are doing in 2022. Our team was on the ground and we raised a lot of money. And this money that we are raising tonight is not for flood victims or even for Turkey. We have a lot of money collected through the reputation of PKI in Pakistan. They don't ask for any foreign funding. And alhamdulillah, we have a lot of money that we are going to be spending on our Turkey brothers and Syrian people who are, and I'll share with you very stark realities of the ground in a second. Next slide, please. So this is so these roads, other than the Jeep, everything goes in the water in just Rajanpur in South Punjab. Next slide, please. Next. So these are food packages, and this is our team member, consultant. This is another doctor in the field who has been working with us since 2010 floods in Rajanpur. So they hosted us because even distributing the food is a very big task. Next slide. Next. So this is in Sindh that we are distributing the food with another NGO. That we have to take care of. Next. And these things that we see in the background, this is each pellet is $1 million pellet related to us through Imana. This has all disaster relief stuff, medicines. There were like 29 countries. And so we combined our efforts with other poor people. So now here came the earthquake in Turkey. And I just very briefly want to share with you. So I went to Turkey, and you have seen pictures. And the ground reality is very different. The ground reality is very different. In Turkey, the thing that affected me the most was that I was in a tent, all prepared with warm clothes. And trust me, it was difficult to spend a couple of hours in that tent. It was so cold, and I was thinking, how on earth are these guys out in the open and no protection? So it was a very chilling experience for me. And the second most chilling part of my experience in Turkey was that we were distributing the food. And 45 seconds, these are the people who were at the receiving end, looked very decently dressed, well-dressed people. So they were not beggars. They were people like you and me. But 45 seconds of a trial from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put them on the receiving end. I mean, that was such an awe-inspiring experience for me that I don't even have the words to share with you. I mean, these are the people who are rich people, they're well-to-do people, well-dressed people, and now they're standing in the line because they don't have food. Think about it, how tables can turn around in less than 45 seconds. So all these experiences of mine that I've gone to Gaza and gone to Haiti and gone to tsunami, they actually enrich me. I don't think I do much to the people, but that's such a spiritual, social, uplifting experience of my own soul that when I see these people try to share their pain, so this is the Turkish ambassador we gave us. This is, we are in Turkey. So people who are receiving the food are very rich people. These are different organizations. So we finally signed a MOU with SAMS, the Syrian American Medical Society, and we are giving them medical instruments, which are very bad. So here, go back. So this is my investment in Pakistan. Now these 4 residents, 2 of them are squad leaders from the Air Force, and we're taking it to my own residents. And these are the patients that we have. Next slide. So basically, I want to wrap it up in the interest of time that I'm very grateful to all of you, and especially the souls and the team here for being here. But I just want to share with you that we are very lucky people, that we are sitting in a very comfortable environment, have insurance if there's a problem, and our kids get treated if they have a problem. But my friends, brothers and sisters, there are hundreds of thousands of patients. There are hundreds of thousands of patients who have nothing. They look at me as a rescue person for them, for their child. And when I come out of 3 weeks ago, we did a transplant for an 11-year-old kid. He only weighed 32 kilograms. The kid could not walk. So now the guy is running around, and I never smile. I never saw a smile on the child face in my pre-op interaction with him. Because the child has been suffering, somebody was poking a needle, dialysis, all that stuff. It makes your life worth living. These are the kids that, they come and they jump in my lap and it makes my day. So again, I want to thank you for, next. So we have these pledge forms here on the table. I know you guys have already very generously been supporting me for years and years and years. But, please do support me because every cent of your goes to the patient care. Our overheads are practically minimal, practically negligible. And everything that you give goes towards the patient care. Thank you so much for your time. And I really God bless you all for doing what you're doing, and especially the Souls Board and Linda and Jon and everybody else who's here. And I'm really grateful to you. Thank you so much. If there's any question, I'll be happy to give you.
Jazakallah khair, Sayyid Uncle, for that beautiful message. I know we have probably 2-3 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going off of Naperville time, so that might be a minute later. But I know we're in Addison, so it might be a minute ahead. So I think we have another minute or two. But just in the interest of time, I mean, I know not many of us can eat right just pay attention for another minute, that would be greatly appreciated. I think it's kind of important, just kind of understanding why we're here and how someone like me can kind of see the importance of it. Personally, I was born and raised in America, but I think my parents always taught me this connection to back home, whether it's Pakistan or if you're from any other country, just having that understanding of where your family came from. And I know personally for me, my parents came to this country to definitely provide us with a better life. But I think it's important for us to help those people back home who can, in turn, help their family through future generations. My parents love Pakistan. I know I love Pakistan. It's a really cool thing to kind of do with all of us. So I would just say that you donate generously, and if you do have any time, please talk to Dr. Said Uncle, because he's a really great place of wisdom. And I just hope that you all just do the best you can. So it's all up there. So, is it time? I think we still have some time. I think it's 7:20. 7:20 is what we're getting at. 7:18. I'm hearing from the other side of the room. They might want to break their fast a little early. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la